The Food and Health Chief says the city's situation of COVID-19 infections demands our utmost vigilance. Keina Chiu has more.
Amid consecutive days of record-breaking infection numbers and death tolls, the novel coronavirus could be here to stay. How do you comment or assess the situation we're in right now?
Yeah, the situation is actually quite severe. The spread in terms of the geographical location and also the spread of the, for example, workplace and restaurants and all that are quite diverse.
And what could that suggest about the government's efforts in reading in the spread of COVID-19?
Looking at the experience of other countries, actually when we resume, some of these activities, whether it is economic activities or social activities, there is always a resurgence. So Hong Kong is currently in this stage.
Would you think there was any loophole in terms of, for example, exempted persons who were let in Hong Kong without observing a 14-day quarantine?
Well, we have completely tightened, the measures for the exempted persons. Most of these people are actually like crew, sea crew, or also air crew. While there is a necessity for these people to be exempted, but we try to be very, very vigilant.
As part of the government's suppress and lift strategy, arrivals from high-risk regions are now required to prove themselves COVID-free, in addition to securing a 14-day hotel reservation prior to setting foot on the city. 3 private labs, including 2 on the Chinese mainland, have also been tasked with conducting COVID-19 assessments on 4 groups of people deemed at high risk of contracting the disease. With each test costing only a fraction of the market price, Sophia anticipates more public-private partnerships to beef up disease detection. Speaking of hospital quarantine and holding facilities, what happens if we hit the maximum capacity of those places?
For the Penny's Bay quarantine facilities, we will start using. There are 800 units. That is about 1,600 beds. So while increasing, we are also looking into the model of quarantining, taking into consideration some of the international experience.
In the worst-case scenario, people could be forced to stay at home. Keina Chiu, TVB News.